Americans have become quite negative about how the U.S. is viewed by others around the world. There has been a deterioration in the way Americans think that the rest of the world views this country, the United States. Let's look at some of the numbers here. Clearly, Americans were very positive about how the U.S. was viewed in the eyes of the world after 9/11. But when we go back in time before that, we find that Americans were pretty positive about the view of the U.S. even before. Let's look at these data from May of 2000 as an example. 73% of Americans said that the U.S. was viewed very or somewhat favorably in the eyes of the world. In March of 2002, the number was 66%. Then those numbers began to come down, particularly recently. In our most recent poll in June, where are we? We're at a point when only 40% of Americans, well less than half, say that the U.S. is viewed favorably by people who live around the world. Democrats are much more negative about the view of the U.S. around the world than Republicans. Look at the big difference here. Among Democrats, just 29% said the U.S. is viewed favorably around the world. Among Republicans, it's not overwhelming, but at least a majority. 56% of Republicans say the U.S. is viewed favorably around the world. Join us again tomorrow on the Daily Briefing for the results of new Gallup polling. I'm Dr. Frank Newport, Editor-in-Chief of the Gallup Poll with Democracy on Demand.